back. It's been a while. I've been dealing with some medical stuff. I've been under the weather for a little while, but we're back. We're playing Concatenation again. Um, it's been long enough that I don't entirely remember what we were up to. I remember we made some progress in Strange Matter. Um, we're still in the process of getting packed up for that move, and everything in here is a mess as a result. I don't know if we have a set goal for today. We did a lot of stuff the other time. Made a lot of progress. Maybe we just pack. I don't know. Uh, we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes up. It's been a while since I played, so I don't remember what exactly we had going on, or honestly where a lot of my stuff is. We have the mod that lets us do this? I don't remember. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, what were we doing with the Strange Matter stuff? Where's the little guide thing? That's the scanner. Where's the, like, guide tablet thing? I forget what it's even called. Yeah, the research tablet. Where'd it end up? Let's check the storage system. DJ Head, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're playing Minecraft mod pack for Concatenation. It's kind of complicated, but it's really neat. There's a lot of different ways you can go about doing what you're doing. I'm on the, like, full technology path, and I don't know any of the mods, so it's been a bunch of me fumbling around trying to figure out how to make sense of any of this. No, really, though. Where the heck is that? Is that in one of the regular chests? I don't see it. I guess it doesn't really matter. I can probably just pull it out through the storage terminal. There we go. Okay, so we got some research done, but I don't know that it actually helped us get to the point that we could figure out what we need. I think what we need is a way that we can create more of the anomaly shards. But I don't know how we go about that. Harnesses raw energy. Oh, that sounds like it. Condenses anomaly energy into crystallized shards for advanced crafting. But we can't unlock the research for it. I guess we can try the other way and just go around it. Mew! Congrats on getting out of work. Hopefully it wasn't too bad today. Did I already forget what it was called? Resonance condenser. And JEI does not want to tell me how to make it. Interesting. Maybe I actually do have to unlock it here. That could be rough, though, because we need to find a bunch more energetic anomalies to be able to do that. know why so much of the research is gated behind energy. Need more for that. Need more for that. Like everything that I see that we can get into wants energy research or energy research points, and I don't think we can generate any more of them. I think the only way I know of is to use the field scanner. So I guess we'd just have to go and find a bunch more of them. It seems harsh. What else did we have going on? It's the middle of the night. Probably don't want to wander outside. I have the reality forge, but I don't think I actually know how to use it. I mean, looking at the GUI for it, I assume you put stuff into the crafting grid and add the appropriate shard, and then something good comes out. But it looks like it doesn't want to tell us how to do anything with it. Wait, we did unlock research for one of the other things. A couple of the other things. So can we craft these now? Oh, we can. Okay. Text thing is really bad. Okay, so the chrono shard, resonite ingot. I'm hoping that just means a wood plank, and not that we need something from chipped. So I'm assuming it's just a handle. I don't think we found any chrono shards, but we also need an energetic shard and 3 chrono shards to be able to make it. I don't necessarily need that, but I am just curious what we're doing as far as all this. Different anomalies provide different types and amounts of research points based on their nature and power level. So they're bigger and stronger anomalies, apparently. Yeah, we were fumbling with the mini games last time. So yeah, I guess we just have to find more energy anomalies because we need more research points. But I get the feeling that that means we have to go back to Dis. Because don't know of any anomalies out here that we haven't found. Maybe there's still some on the map somewhere? That is 3,000 meters from here. Don't know how we got out that far to find it in the first place. Where is that? Oh, that's out near the, No? Hold on, I have no idea where this is. Oh, no, yeah, that's the mushroom field. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is where... Yeah, there's the portal. Okay, yeah. So this is right near there. I don't know if we analyzed that or not. It's been quite a while. What do we do? How are we going to go about all this? Do we have enough? You know, we probably have enough boxes. We could just start building some big chests to shove everything in there. Or near everything. Pretty sure we took down everything that was out here. Yep. All the advanced energistic stuff that was up in the tower is already taken down. I don't think I saw that, but that's kind of hilarious. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. What is the plan for this? Maybe we just make a bunch of regular chests and start putting them into the box? I don't know. Also, I'm kind of curious. What happens if we take a cardboard box and try to pick up a double chest with it? Oh. Okay. Good to know. That could have been disastrous otherwise. Oh, yeah, we don't need to make containers. There's a bunch of barrels over here that were never used for anything. Alright, let's... There's no reason to do this empty. Grab that, and we'll head up here. And we'll start taking these guys down, I think. Is that power cell empty? Is it full? What's the situation here? The power cell is full. So we might actually want to box that by itself. We're losing a bunch of energy regardless of how we do this, but that's not the end of the world. No, that's not going to cut it. Forgot how horribly badly equipped I am in this world. Still don't have reliable tools. Okay, so power is now cut, so everything that's still running is running off of whatever little bit of power it has, and that's basically it. This probably shouldn't go in here, but that's fine. I have to pull out all the various byproducts and stuff that's only partway done. I think it's mostly just a bunch of energy that's going to get used up by doing this. Okay, let's just start taking this stuff down. It's probably fine. At least as long as we check everything to make sure it doesn't have a bunch of items inside before it... Almost did it. cobblestone doesn't go in there. We got tons of places that can go other than this. We're not putting that in there. Ooh, we could empty that out too. I'm pretty sure I had a dedicated container for that. I don't know where it is. Oh, wait, here we go. No, that has resin in it. Okay, let's pour the rest of this in here and let it process it then. And then we just fill it up with tree oil later. I don't know if that's going to have enough energy to run the whole thing. Eh, probably. Oh, it's pulling energy from the power cell. No, it'll be fine. Okay. Bucket of latex. Let's toss that in here. It's fine. Just go ahead and stop that before it does anything else. So much other random crap in my inventory. I need to start putting stuff away. I see my mouse is causing problems again. Ah, I guess that answers the question where that went. Why the heck is this in here? No. Stop. Stop all of this. Yeah, someday I'll have something resembling order when it comes to my inventory. Maybe. We'll see. Jury's out. I don't know if 6 cardboard boxes is going to be enough. Because, like, those are going to have to get boxed. No, we're definitely going to need more. And I don't remember what our process was for making them. Dust from mechanism or the thermal series. Okay. Oh, right. We literally have a sawmill. Did I disconnect that already? Yeah, I did. Oh, wait. We got a bunch of sawdust. Never mind. We're okay. Just make a bunch more cardboard. Oh, yeah. No, we're good. There we go. Okay, that should solve the problem. Because now some of these things that are just going to have to get boxed up as is can just be boxed up right now. It's probably going to take me like a week real time to get all this stuff unpacked once we get it over there, but whatever. The create setup is not actually attached to anything anymore, so the water wheel's not doing anything. Oh, right. We're Hierophant. I haven't gone into Hermit. We don't have a wrench, so I can't just instant disassemble this stuff. Ah, the trees went back to... Oh, I updated this, right? I don't like fast leaves. They're ugly. That means I've got some other stuff I have to change too. Just skim through this stuff real quick. No. Hotkeys. No and no. Okay, I think that's all the main stuff. That's better. One, two, three. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, are we missing one? That's just silly. How did we do that? Water in Minecraft does some weird things sometimes. How am I? What? Okay, we'll leave you to figure that out. That's fine. We have another box of create stuff over here. I don't think all this is going to fit in there. Put gear shift in there already? No, but why is that in here? Oh, I think this was just like a miscellaneous box before. I don't even know where like random stuff like that is going. Like all the random magic stuff that I have but don't know what I'm doing with. There's some. It's mostly irons and Ars Nouveau, it looks like. Oh, and a little bit of elemental craft junk. Ore berries. Bunch of iron chest upgrades that I was probably getting together for this specifically. Except that most of these things are not actually sophisticated storage containers, so that causes a different issue. Okay, so we fixed the initial storage problem, so we can go back to taking this stuff apart, but I got distracted and was supposed to be putting stuff away because I couldn't figure out where to put it. Oh god, someone help. I'm so just permanently disorganized. Oh, we don't have sophisticated storage. I can't just pull stuff out of my backpack by swinging it at containers either. Oh, why is my life like this? I swear I had a box just for wooden stuff, but it's probably put away. Whatever. I don't know where most of this is going to end up. That's A2 stuff. So we can take that off of here and put it in there. I'm all over the place right now. Whatever. As long as we're putting stuff away, we're making progress, I think. Obviously real easy for me to get overwhelmed by all this, so let's just keep putting stuff away, and it should be alright. How in the world? That's not supposed to work like that. Let's drop off some of the strange matter stuff in here. Stuff so much other just stuff. No idea what I'm going to do with it all. Oh, mob drops over here. Okay, let's get some of that stuff out of my backpack. Bones. Probably do that too. These, one of those. That thing. There we go. That's some of it. It's slow and clumsy progress, but it's better than nothing. Looks like most of the monster stuff that I can see. Sure. For those. Strange matter stuff's going in here, so that can go in there with it. I'm still just kind of baffled by that. Okay, so that process do all of that. So we can take that out of there. Switch this back into bucket mode. Wait, what? There was still resin in there? Okay. I don't know how that happened. Let's just start taking down some of the other stuff. So, like, turned around by all this. Oh, went in the basket. It's full. Do we have a silk touch tool? I don't remember. I remember that I wanted one at some point, but I don't remember we actually ended up with one. Doesn't look like it. Whatever, that's fine. Actually, you know what? Let's just leave that there. I'm sure we'll be back over here at some point. Mostly because I'm sure I'm going to forget something. Hey, an extra campfire. Let's toss that in here, then. I need a box for just, like, tools. I guess we could just make that this one. Put it someplace stupid so I remember. Okay. So like this can go in here. And we can just add a bunch of the other random junk in there too. Just tool-related stuff. I could probably make a couple of sophisticated storage upgrades, I think. Do we have enough sticks? Oh, we have tons of wood, so yes, we have tons of sticks. That's fine. Don't put an odd number there. What's wrong with you? Redstone. That's not redstone. What are you doing? I can't believe I messed that up. Ever. Wait, is that not how we... Right, we don't have sophisticated storage in that one. I completely forgot. Oh, that other server's messing me up now. Right, so there's no reason to have those. Oh, now I'm getting all mixed up between the two servers. That's not helpful. cooking stuff. Okay, I mean, like, realistically, like, some of this stuff we can just say, okay, this is in a box now. Do you have more create junk to shove in there before I turn it into a box? Hmm. Doesn't look like it, but... if we put this in there, I don't know. Alright, we still have more than one create container there. That's fine. Put the stuff in the boxes. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna put that with this stuff. I don't know if it technically goes together, but it's fine. Right. We have iron chests, not sophisticated storage. Really is only a handful of things. I really just pick up the rest of this so we can get to this. Okay, I think that's all the strange matter stuff, so... that needs to go in a box by itself. Well, I mean, I guess everything's always in a box by itself. You can't have more than one thing in the cardboard box. The other question is, if I put all this stuff in this chest, with all the information and data that's in here, and then I put this chest into a box, is it going to crash my world? That's probably the other big question. You know, most of this stuff could probably stay here. I'm thinking that that's too terribly important. I don't know where this gets lumped in. I'll just toss it someplace. Oh, hey! No, that doesn't go in there. I don't think this stuff is supposed to go in here either, honestly. Oh, maybe it has to. There's probably not enough room in here. Alright. Let's toss that in there, too. Treasure map. This one just should be ready to go, I think. Yeah. I have no idea if we're ever gonna use any of that stuff, but I don't want to throw it away. Probably just start slapping these onto stuff. Maybe, like, just cuz. Second. Oh, look at over there. That was weird. How did I get the treasure map? How'd they even get down here? Okay, all of those are empty, so we don't have to worry about those right now. Oh, it's all a mess. It's mostly raw materials, so that's probably fine. Some of that stuff should get mixed with the box with the magic supplies, but whatever. Oh, let's do this. But I think then if we do this... Yeah, there we go. We'll probably leave that here, because we don't need scrolls right now, because we haven't found any irons stuff yet. Is that finally done? I think it's finally done. On. Okay. Okay, so now that's empty. We can take it apart. Now it's just the storage scanner. The dynamo's not doing anything because we haven't fed anything into it. Almost there. I also gotta remember how we get back to get to the new place. It's been a bit. I don't know that I have anything to take up the rest of the space in here. Maybe just some miscellaneous things of whatever stuff we have laying around. Like, how about these? My illegally obtained hermit items. Definitely don't want to leave those here. Alright, let's pack up the food stuff. Oh, that's important too. I don't remember if I have a separate bed over at the other base yet. Just in case something crazy happens, we should probably have a bed over here and a bed over there, so I don't end up in, like, Narnia if I get killed by something. Putting smelling like charcoal and stuff? I don't even know. One of the containers that was put away. Fair enough. This can go in with the other machine stuff. And the storage scanner is mostly done with what it needs to be doing. Let's take this down. We don't need this here right now. Oop. What important stuff do we have going on? I don't think we really need this stuff right now. We can come back for this at some other point. That's all the A2 stuff. And this is just kind of miscellaneous stuff. I don't know. There's some overflow from some of the other containers there. Whatever. That'll break if I do that. That's not funny. I don't know why some of the machines require high-tier tools to break and some of them don't, but... Oh, and I broke it without actually... Oh, it did still hold on to its power. I think. 70,000? Yeah, okay. I think that's what was left in it. Okay, we got lucky there. I didn't realize that worked that way. Well, it saves us a cardboard box, so... It's the storage scanner. I think that's probably going to be as good as that gets. I should just throw those in with one of the other boxes. Man, this does feel too much like actually moving. Just put them in here. Don't need that. That's probably going to stay like it is, I think. Just going to stay here. That's very important, though. So many of these guys. So much data in this one block now. Kind of scary. Hopefully it's okay. Anything in here? No, that's good. Thought we were going to be in trouble, but then I saw that we had a little bit more sawdust laying around. Oops. Oh. What's going on in the enchanting area? I just thought about that. Ah, this whole thing is still here. And if we don't have a silk touch tool, there's no easy way to pick up all these bookcases. We should craft them all over again. Well, we keep the books, we just lose the wood. That still sucks. Okay. I'm glad I thought to look at that, though. Anything important out here? I think I had a machine attached to a tree somewhere. I think I took care of that already, though. And we still have the farm animals, but I just don't have a solution for them, so I think they're just going to stay here. Yeah, I don't have a simple way to deal with you guys. They're just not gonna. Can always come back. Anything else important down here? Gathered up all the ore berries. I don't think we put anything important down in the mine. Must have packed up the spawner at some point. I don't remember when, but glad that's taken care of. Okay, we don't need the rest of the farm stuff. I'm pretty sure I gathered up enough that we can just make more when we get there. We either have seeds or turn things into seeds. Okay, so I guess with that, we're basically done. I think. Pretty sure. And the most dangerous part, just picking this up. Whew. I think we're ready to move. Just realized, I think I know what we don't have that we kind of need. And we have a solution for that. I don't think we have enough food, but we got all this farm stuff out here that we can make something out of. Oh. I don't know, bread, baked potatoes. Beet soup? I don't know. Why are we growing radishes? I don't even know. Just eat carrots as is. No, that's not what I want to do. Going to use the bone meal for anything? I don't know. Potato? It didn't work. Oh, that's probably the seasons thing. We do need to build a greenhouse at the new base. intentionally left a crafting table or two sitting around. But yeah, I think outside of that, I think we're good to go. You know, or not. At the same time, I don't think we need most of this. Just a whole bunch of flint. That's important, though. Just gonna start putting this in my backpack. Good enough. We don't need the million pieces of flint that is. It's fine. If we suddenly decide we need to build a house out of flint, I can just come back. Okay. So that took forever, but I think we're ready to leave. Inventory's a crowded mess. I guess that's not surprising. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we got basically everything. We're close enough to everything. Grab this last batch of potatoes. And then I just gotta remember where the heck we're supposed to be going. So take care of something else real quick. Okay. So from here, I need to remember... Oh, it's already on the map. Okay. So it's to the south by southeast. Got myself slightly turned around. There we go. I don't know if that's enough room. We'll find out. All right, let's go to the new base site. It's going to be a long trip. Ooh, frame rate, not happy. So I don't know if we actually have the ability to make a faster vehicle than this yet. I was trying to work towards the chariot, but I don't remember if it actually worked or not. So we're going to be at this for a while, I guess. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. I wish I could, like, hit some music or strike up some sort of secondary activity while I'm working on this, but talk with chat or something. Because, yeah, we found out the hard way. I did some scouting around. This is there's just nothing but snow, like for like a good thousand something blocks in every direction. So the spot I found is way, way far out into the middle of nowhere. But it's also a hot biome, which means that, well, I'm not sure how uh, the seasons mod is going to take it, but if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to go there and it will never snow. So none of this anywhere near where we live. Just have to fly halfway around the world. Looks so dumb with that helmet on. What a swamp? It is a swamp. Hmm. It's a very important location for some specific things. I don't know if we actually need it for anything we're doing in this pathway, though. Oh, yes, I didn't see that until now. I mean, yes, the gyrocopter thing is absolutely pedal powered, so that's why I had to make sure we had enough food for the trip. Because if my hunger gets too low, then we can't keep pedaling and this thing falls out of the sky. Yeah, I wanted to make one of the better vehicles that actually has like an engine and runs on fuel, but there was a lot more like teching up that we were going to need to do to get to that point. Wow, that's a huge swamp area. Wow. And that mountain is made of nothing but granite. That's kind of incredible. Well, we're getting it marked down on the map, so guess we'll know about that for later. Look at the size of this swamp. Wow. I keep trying to zoom in and it says that I can't. I'm missing cannon ammunition. It kind of worries me. Just enormous swamp biome. Clearly should have just like run temperance instead. Look at this. There's other colors than just white and blue in the terrain. It's amazing. Look how beautiful everything is now that we're not in the snow biome. Got a little volcano dealy over here. I think this is near where that colony was. Oh yeah, I think is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, the like ruins of the colony near the volcano. Or windswept hills or whatever that biome is. What is that? What is that? It's a purple thing. Is that is that coral? I guess it's a lukewarm ocean. You know what? No, I'm taking a pit stop here. I'm curious. Oh, it was the right time to take a pit stop, apparently. It is coral. There's just not like a whole reef. It's just like a couple random, like, shelves of coral that are just here by themselves. Interesting. entirely sure why that... Oh! Oh, there's more up here! Oh, wow. Huh. So it generated all the way up to here. Interesting. How about we take a quick nap, then we'll have some more food, and then we'll take back off again. I think we're actually a good chunk of the way there already. Alright, taking off here is going to be a little weird. This could be dangerous, actually. We still have that option, so that's probably the best move. And then we look for a slightly flatter area, like over here. Much better. All right. Oh. What? Why is that happening? What exactly is going on? I don't know what's going on. It doesn't want to let me back into the plane. Maybe we try someplace else. Terrain's kind of uneven out here. Oh, this could work. Don't need that long of a runway because I added an upgrade so that we can take off faster. That being said, I don't know why it keeps kicking us out. This is kind of a problem, actually. I don't know when it's doing that. Okay, we're back in. I have no idea what that was all about. There we go. All right, we're back in it. I have no idea what all that was about. Look how gorgeous it is. Look at how blue that water is. Is the shader on? Temmie's gonna yell at me otherwise. It is on. Okay. I really do like the terrain generation in this. There's so much cool and interesting stuff. Hey, we're almost there, too. Hey, for a over 3,000 block trip, this has actually been making pretty good time. I don't know what that biome is, but it's very interesting looking. The grass is a weird color, those trees are weird colors. We've made it to the savannah. We got all our stuff with us. Or at least the vast majority of that stuff. What about cheese? What's happening? And here's the little starter base that I set up. I don't necessarily think it's a great idea to leave this up here, but it's definitely a great spot to land. Alright, we made it! Okay, this place is absolutely nothing special, but it's a place where we can start unpacking stuff. And then we can worry about building someplace cooler afterward. But we did have a bed here. Okay. Alright. Get the gold chest out of here before it, like, explodes and destroys the world or something. We made it! We're here! Look at this. Step outside. No snow to be seen. None. All greens and blues and browns as far as the eye can see. No more powder snow. Ever. Well, maybe not ever, but it's definitely not a regular issue anymore. I haven't had a ton of opportunity to explore out here. I was mostly just trying to find a good spot to build. And so I settled at having the first structure up on top of this hill. We've got plenty of space to expand. We do have a minor issue in that there's an anomaly down there that spawns mobs. So we do need to be a little careful about that. There's also some wildlife around. Yeah, we have a location. We have a place to live that's not in the snow. Now I just gotta figure out where on earth we're gonna start putting all this junk, because there's not enough room. And thinking about it, something we don't have here is like a big stock of building materials, so we might need to do something about that. I guess since we have carry-on, we could just start unpacking stuff and then just move the chests again later. Why is it facing that way? That's just silly. Oh, that's not the chest I thought it was. We probably don't need that one right now, actually. I wanted the crystal chest. Where's that one? There it is. That's all our ore and everything. There we go. Yeah, a bunch of the rest of the stuff we're just gonna have to, like, fight with until we figure out what we want. That's the mob items. Yeah, it's gonna get real crowded in here real quick. Oh, there we go. There's some materials to work with. We don't have like a stack of basically anything other than like earth and clay, but which I don't think we can process into anything. Oh boy, we can turn it into loam, which just sort of happens. Well, you can use it for farmland, though. That's neat. But I think that basically just makes it dirt, but different. I was actually kind of thinking that it'd be fun if we could build some stuff out of mud. But if I really want to get that going, we'd probably need to bust out the create equipment and figure out some sort of way to automate that. I don't remember having this many different storage drawers. What are all of these? Okay. Yeah, we'll have to figure out where we're going to set up like a storeroom. Maybe it goes under this one. Maybe it ends up being a totally separate structure. Who knows? We could also head out to the top of this. We got tons of options. We just have a cube out in the middle of the savannah. Also, on that note, we are kind of defenseless if things start showing up out here. I just kind of thought about that. There's no torches placed out. The only real defense we have is just going inside the building. That's not what we've done back right now. I should really come up with a system for this. It's not all that helpful right now either. Oops. No, don't put that there. There we go. Oh, the cooking stuff. That's important. I guess this space over here is our cooking setup for the time being. Oh, wait, we got a skeleton over here. I wonder how that happened. I don't remember. I must have crafted another one at some point. Oh. There. Oh, Mitami, well, welcome. Yeah, we made it to the new base. We are in the savannah. There is not a flake of snow to be seen for miles. It's glorious. That being said, the new base is tiny and is in need of all sorts of things, but we made it, and I'm in the process of fumbling through all my boxes and stuff trying to get things unpacked. So I don't think you've missed much other than me turning around in circles at the old base. There's more food. That's the strange matter stuff. That's fine. There's almost no chance I'm gonna do any actual progressing as far as High Priestess stuff this stream, because I've got so much just like logistics stuff to get done. We're moved out of the old base, and there's not enough room here to just drop everything and start working from where we were, so gonna have to do a bunch of resource gathering and setting up infrastructure and all that. What am I looking for? I need the create stuff. Or I want the create stuff. That's the bomb drops again. Oh yeah, I'll have to... Well, I definitely want to make more tools from that. Hey, Timmy, you've talked to the dev for that. Why is like everything in Strange Matter, like research-wise, gated behind the energy stuff? Like everything wants energy for its research. All our machine stuff. It's not powered by electricity, otherwise I could just plug it into the RF generation and it'd be fine. I don't know where this is going yet. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a bunch more materials. Very much like to know where my create stuff is. Nope, that's not it. I don't know if I need most of this stuff. Oh, this is that overflow chest from the other room. Oh, that's why there's so many of these drawers. That's all the stuff from the quarry. Okay, that makes sense. There's some of our create stuff. Okay. Maybe we unpack this upstairs? I don't know. I still don't know where... Oh! Dang it! Gotten too used to doing that on the other server. Alright, take it easy, me Timmy. Thanks for stopping by. There's some more of our create stuff. Maybe we can get some of the create nonsense set up, and we can get some things automated. Glad you made it back, Mew. Hopefully now you can relax for a little bit. There's the 82 stuff. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet. Okay, encased fan. We had the... I have no idea where it went. The fan blasting catalyst. But we should, in the other create stuff, have a washing catalyst. Somewhere. There we go. Okay, so then in theory, just brainstorming here. Let's see. A little of this, a little of that. Did the hand crank end up in my inventory? Come on, EMI, work with me here. There we go. Also have the wood crank from A2 that needs to get put in with that stuff at some point. Grab the... Oh no, we have the bottom catalyst. It's just not on my action bar. Put that right there. And then if we take this, put that right there. Then in theory... No? Too close? Too high? And we'll keep experimenting. Let's see. Oh. Okay, that's fair. Other way. There we go. I hope that's the right recipe now that I think about it. I'm gonna run out of stamina. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to do this with like 40-something blocks at once while powering this manually. Just a thought. Alright, now I gotta check. Dirt. Oh, looks like we can't do it that way. We need a spout. No, not a spout. That makes grass. How do we make mud? Gotta be an easier way than just the vanilla using a water bottle on the dirt over and over again. Packed mud? No, where's regular mud? Oh, I guess it is just packed mud. No, that's... What? I'm so confused. You can use the Tinker setup to make it. Oh, that's great. Ah, mixer. Okay. That works. We need a much more complicated setup than this, though. We need like an endless water source, like a pump or something. Do we have a mixer? We do have a mixer. I have fluid valves. Do we have a pump? We do have a pump. Okay, then we just need like an endless water source, and I think we could make that happen. Like a whole thing. I don't think we have any stuff set up out here for like an endless water source either. Might not be something, might not be a bad idea to go figure out how we want to set that up. Where is a bucket? It has latex in it. That's not helpful. We don't have any other containers we can put that in currently. It's inconvenient. And we just make another bucket. We've got the resources for once. Okay, we got a bucket. Oh. Also need to do some exploring, because, yeah, I haven't seen much other than this hill. Plenty of new interesting stuff around here. A lot of animals. It's a good time. I think it's mostly cows. Oh, that's quite a drop. Sandy dirt still obeys gravity from the looks of it. What is further over this way? Let's discover some new stuff on the map. What is that block? Why is there coral here? That's wild. Oh my gosh, that's a huge hole in the ground. Hello? Can I help you? No, he's wandered off. He is uninterested. Couple of real scary, like, just pits out here. Acacia trees. Wow. Pretty sharp drop off. And there's some places where it's more gradual. Got like a beach over here. Ah, look at this. This is great. Like a ship way out there. I'm so happy to be away from the snow. That's really the biggest thing. You know, now that I think about it, with the terrain out here the way that it is, it actually might be a little bit tricky to build like a bunch of things out of mud. I don't think sandy dirt can be turned into mud. Most of the extra blocks added in biome mods are not very functional. They're mostly just, ooh, look, this is different. I could turn this sandy dirt into sandy farmland for whatever reason. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay, so if I wanted to build a ton of huge, like, elaborate structures out of mud, we'd need to probably source some dirt from one of the other biomes someplace. It's weird, between the snow biomes and this, regular dirt has been a little rare, like, compared to how it normally would be. Do I want to build a thing for, like, a faucet? I don't know if we have stuff for, like, a cauldron. I guess I just spend more iron to get it. Let's just do things the old-fashioned way for now. Okay, so we'll pick a spot someplace convenient. What's a nice little area over here? I don't know if that's someplace we'd put a building or not. Whatever, it's fine. You got a little spot here. Not doing anything revolutionary so far. What is with all these... So many seeds in this mod bag. So many seeds. Okay, and then we go back down and we grab another one. Oh, getting too close to that mob thing. Oh, the ground's so dry, dry it like cracks when you walk under it, or on top of it. Hello, giant fish. It's important to make sure we stop by and say hello to the neighbors. Up we go. And then we forget where we put the first one. Oh no, here it is. Okay, water source. Handled. We're still gonna need some kind of thing. I don't know. We just set up the create setup stuff down here. I don't know. See if it'll just let us slowly pump from that one spot. We're full of random junk already. I guess it was always full of random junk. Don't want to cook the eggs yet because we might end up wanting to use them to hatch chickens. If we don't have our infrastructure here. What is the move for power generation from here? Do we build like a windmill? I don't know if we have wood for that. Ow. Definitely should be spreading out torches. Not that I have a ton to do that with, but... If we use all of our torches, then we lose our ability to fight the undead properly, so we don't want to do that. Mixer. Wait, if we had a mixer, we could have a base. Yeah, okay, so we have to have a base in someplace. Need cogs. Gonna need a power source, though. I don't know how we're setting this up. Might just be lazy and put a water wheel someplace temporarily. I don't know. Kind of neat being up this high, too. Like, we're not in the mountains, but with how generally flat all this stuff is, you can see super far. Um, I think in theory that should be able to pull up water. At least in theory. That would also mean that this needs to be that, I guess? I don't know. I'm probably overcomplicating this. Put this up here. Not like that. Come on now. It's just silly. And then... Gonna need an extra block that I don't have right now. Also the hand crank. Those. And what did I do with the dirt? In here? Okay, so in theory... No! Why? There. Oh, wait, that doesn't work. How would we fix this exactly? Some kind of gearbox solution there, maybe. What the heck? We only have one gearbox. Oh, wait, wait. There we go. Just had to think about it for a minute. Okay, now assuming this is pointed the right way? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Then in theory... let's see. I think it's working. Yep, we got mud. Now we just need something so that I don't have to keep turning this for the rest of forever. I don't really want to run like a bunch of water for a water wheel like all the way down the side of the hill. It just seems kind of wasteful. Terrain here is super pretty, and I don't want to just have a giant pool of water down there just messing everything up. How is it doing that? You don't even have rotational power right now. Oh, it's not actually stirring. But yeah, the system works, so we have a way to automate... Hello? Oh, that's down where that mob anomaly is again. Okay, so we just need to figure out what we want to do for power. How much work would it be to make a windmill bearing? Can we make one? Oh, like none. Okay. I also don't know if we have enough wool to get that going or not. Not that one. The further we go back through this, the less tangled up everything will be. We have just barely enough. Awesome. We need stone. Do we have cobble around somewhere? I don't remember. Oh, we have actual stone. Okay, we can skip that step. We need a slab. I don't know what we're going to do with the other 5 slabs. Whatever. Need another andesite shaft. So many sage seeds. It's just, they're everywhere. They get into everything. They're rough, they're coarse, irritating. They get everywhere. Windmill bearing. Also gonna need a way to hook this up to our system. Which probably means... Oh yeah, okay, we do have more gearboxes. Okay, I was wondering about that. I was like, there's no way we set up all that stuff at the old base with only one. Okay, so... Torches. Need to protect the new place. The tree, basically where I would want to set this up. I guess we cut down the tree. Hopefully we get some seeds so we can plant another one. We, I don't know, replant it over here someplace? Is that a mob? Probably an Enderman? I can't tell. Okay, so in theory that should work. Put something on top of it. Probably are going to need super glue, which I don't think we have. What do we need for super glue again? We have the plate. We're gonna have to set up a press. So many steps to all this. So I need an iron nugget. And that's more annoying than anything. We can get that, but then we're going to have 8 iron nuggets, and they're going to take up... Wow, really? So it costs 2 iron nuggets to make a double iron nugget. But then, if you... That's weird. Whatever, I don't care. We lose a nugget that way, but eh. Okay, so now we need an iron plate. We need another iron ingot. And... yeah, apparently it's super easy to stick 2 iron nuggets together to get a, like, clump of iron, but then if you separate it, you, like, rip it in half and ruin half of it somehow. Okay, so 1 iron ingot is what I said. Inventory is fighting me every step of the way. Okay, now we need... I have the depot, it's in my backpack, remember that. So we need the mechanical press. And we can run that with the hand crank too, it's fine. We only need to go through 1 operation anyway. Out. And we take the hand crank. And we put the hand crank up there. And boom. Okay. Solved. All right. Little of this, little of that. Boom. Super glue. All right. actually take this back down now. Put that stuff away till we need it again. What if we... do something like this. It's not going to be simple, or it's not going to be amazing. It's not going to be pretty, but it should work. With 8 of these, I guess we'll just do something like this. That's like the absolute minimum for a windmill. I think that's how that works. That shading thing is awful. But it works. I have no idea why it's doing that. We need to, like, make a bunch of adjustments and do a whole bunch of other random junk. Something gear ratios and all this other nonsense. That looks awful. It's depressing. I'm pretty sure I've had other setups on this pack doing create stuff and it didn't do that. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this is temporary anyway. How am I doing this? I don't think there's a simple way to do it. Oh wait, that could work. I think, maybe. I don't think that's enough RPM to get any of this to work, but... yeah, no. Where did that one go? Did it pick it up and it just didn't make a sound? Well, let's hope so. Okay, put it there. That at least is, like, approximating some reasonable RPMs. I don't know. Let's see. Still not enough speed. Alright, if this is a temporary setup, then we could probably just use the nicer items and just bust out the rotation speed controller. I don't like that just keeps, like, not making noise. Okay, where is the rotation speed controller? There it is. Also, do I remember how to set up the rotation speed controller is the other question. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. How are we gonna... Where do the gearboxes go? You know, if I were smart, I'd just move these containers down there. I have to keep climbing a flight of stairs and looking for that door over and over again. There we go. Going to be an easy way to do this. I kind of don't think there is, but... so stupid. It works. Automated mud production. This is so much better than the other stuff that I was doing. I love it. Now we just need to source some more dirt. Oh, and a bunch of other materials from the looks of it. Straw, looks like. Gather Gathering straw means that my inventory is going to fill up with seeds. Figure that out a little bit, I guess. Ooh. Gonna need this if we're looking for straw. Put the rest of the create stuff away for now. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this than that, but I don't feel like trying to figure it out right now. Okay, so now I guess we just go around cutting grass for a while. Some already. All kinds of other weird stuff in the process. But I guess as long as we're getting the straw, then it's fine. Could use wheat, but the recipe for the straw is more efficient. Also, I don't know how much wheat we even have with us. I don't want any of these thermal series mod plants. The food they have isn't good. Cow. I also don't know what exactly the building we're working on is. Maybe a storage shed would probably make sense for the first thing to put up. Just so we can have a place to put all those chests. Storage shed and maybe a barn. I don't know. Definitely gonna need to get back to sourcing food soon. Actually should be enough for right now. Probably should have been picking up wheat seeds, thinking about it. Hello? Oh. Hi. Did you need something? The cows are coming to visit, apparently. But yeah, that should be good for now, I think. Yeah, we'll figure out a place to put down like some farmland. But that's probably a project for a little bit later. Seems like a decent spot to build something, although I don't know if I want to put a shed right there. If this is the front of the building, I kind of feel like the shed should be in the back. go. That's a start. And then, what is it? We take this and go like that. There we go. Okay, so with mud, straw, and a little bit of time, we can just do that. I don't know. Maybe we just put it back here. We have a shovel. That's not a shovel. Oh, there we go. Let's move some terrain around a bit. Stupid plants and seeds. I want those. Yeah, we'll flatten this stuff down a little bit. We'll use some of the material to build up the space right behind the house, and then we can add like a little shed. I figure it doesn't need to be that big. I kind of want to keep that grass brush thing. It looks neat. Shears? Use that to pick it up. Yay! Okay, we can put that somewhere else. Excuse you. Yeah, I am trying to do something here. Okay, so then what if we just like... I'm gonna block that window, huh? Do you mind? I like the noises this makes. Let me just find a different material to put in for the roof. This is not going to hold a lot of stuff. It's a start, though. We can always make it bigger. Don't have a silk touch tool, so we can't knock those windows out and replace them somewhere else. that we got the beginnings of some infrastructure going. I think it's good. If I go get more dirt, we can just make a whole bunch more of those mud bricks. So that's kind of neat that we have that, like, automated now. Oh, the calendar changed. Because we're in a dry biome, we don't have the regular seasons. We have the, like, the or the dry season and the wet season. So it's currently the dry season. Feels a little bit bad, but I think I'm just gonna break this. Get out. Get out. Get out. Need to capture. Hello? Sir? Ma'am? Okay, clearly I've made a mistake here. I'll have to figure out how to fix that later. Anyway, we go and gather dirt. We use dirt to make mud. We use mud to make mud bricks. And we use mud bricks to have a aesthetic for the buildings we make out here. That's my thought. Yeah, so just like that, the whole process is automated. I could probably even automate the mud brick process if I felt like it, but that's a lot more work. And that step is easy enough to do with the stuff we have right now. Because that saves us from having to have like hundreds of bottles of water. So that's like a huge simplification. The mixing mud and straw thing is pretty simple comparatively. Okay, what do we do now? We do have a bunch of wheat that we can use for various things. It's not what we should be doing, but I actually think I kind of want to do some exploring. Just a bit. For fun. That's not how we do that. Yeah, I kind of want to do a little bit of looking around. I don't know. Apparently, it's becoming important that we get a barn set up because the livestock is causing problems. back over that way to go and source some wood and dirt. Because the acacia trees are aesthetic as all get out, but you don't get a lot of material from them. So then we go on a quick trip. Do not even think about it. I don't think this is enough room to do a takeoff, so we're not going to try that. Seems kind of dangerous. We probably should figure out a runway from here, though. Yeah, we got to build a runway at some point. Because we're on the top of a hill, so, like, the terrain here is super uneven. Kind of dangerous to take off from up here without a flat surface. Whoa, 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 what? Oh, it's doing this again. Still don't understand what this is about. Why? Why is it so fussy about that? Wasn't like that before. It's just weird. There's sheep over there. Yeah, we got all kinds of animals around. There's another anomaly. But not the kind we desperately need. There's a portal anomaly. We don't have the scanner with us. Come back to that later. Whoa! Another huge hole in the ground. Alright, what's the story over here? These are oak trees? Kind of scrawny for that, aren't they? I probably should have brought the, saw if I was going to gather wood over here. I guess realistically speaking, I don't really need to worry about wood, because if we're building a barn, the structure of the barn's the actual issue. So weed isn't wood, it's dirt. And straw. Did just realize we're a pretty good ways from home, and no real answer to mobs. Oh wait, we have a perfect answer to mobs. We'll just take a nap. Okay, so that and the other. It's kind of lots of grass. Got some dirt. Try to figure out what's going on with how this formed or what's going on here. Oh, we got some little magic friends over there. Sheep. Another big scary hole in the ground. Lots of interesting things to see. Ah, I know you. You're one of the people that give me trouble on the other playthrough. Never around when people need you. Yeah, we're just kind of gathering whatever. Did I just magically stop at 64 somehow? Weird. Whatever. Starting to get a little tired, but it's also coming up on time to end stream, so thinking we'll head back. Maybe we'll explore and walk our way back over there. And then we'll process some of this dirt. Did I build a cage? I don't know if I did. I feel like I should have. It'd be real convenient to just grab a chicken that way. Thinking about it though, I'm pretty sure we need this tree for a specific thing, because I believe integrated dynamics is one of our mods. I don't know anything about it, but I believe that's like on our path. We also still need to get into the actual applied energistics, like storage setup thing. But that's like a whole project. Oh, yeah, there's the tree. Now we gotta make a minor arcana to get into that. Logistics through cables. The minor arcana of the cup. Okay, so what's up with the tree? Mineral trees can be found scattered throughout the world. They were usually harvested for their titular mineral. If you have trouble finding such trees, it's possible to artificially grow a sapling using the blast chiller. Okay. What is mineral for? Crystallized mineral can be obtained by breaking and wrenched mineral logs. present within mineral trees naturally. Another method is by pressing mineral wood into a mechanical squeezer, thus industrializing the process. Okay, but what's it for? Insightful crystal, which appears to be made out of it. Stores experience. Sure. Sure wish I knew what this was. That doesn't tell me anything. Nope. At least there's a guidebook. Oh, we don't have chariot. Or maybe we do? I don't remember. Pretty sure we can make the press to make coins. Invar. Ugh. But yeah, that's doable. Darium glass. So take hardened glass, add in darium, which I don't remember if we have any of or not, and put it in the induction smelter. Okay, that's going to be a whole project. But I also don't know what that mod's about, so maybe we don't worry about it too much. Squeezer. Extract more out of a resource such as ores or mineral chunks. Mechanical squeezer is the automated version. Chorus chunk. Logic director? This just sounds like even more item logistic stuff. Simulates player actions. Terminal? Visually interact with the ingredients stored in the network. No clue what's going on. Very lost. Energy interface? I don't know what's happening with that. Maybe I'll look up the mod later. Otherwise, that's very confusing. Yeah, I was trying to work towards getting the chariot, but that's all kinds of resources that, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. When did it snow? Did that just happen now? That was freaky. Oh, we still have that tick accelerate mod in here, don't we? Got all this High Priestess stuff to continue getting into later. Anyway, we can worry about that later. Yeah, I'm being attacked by the snow once again. There can't be powder snow out here though, so clearly that means it's my sign to leave and head back into the warmer area. Yeah, there's not even regular dirt blocks over here. It's all sandy dirt. Oh, it's a starbuncle. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's a couple of them. Those little guys are so cute. There's another anomaly. So we got plenty of, like, resources around for some of the stuff that we're working on. We got a good amount of anomalies to research for strange matter. We got a bunch of those mineral trees over there for whatever that other mod is, whatever integrated dynamics is about. I don't know how we're doing as far as ores, but I doubt it could be worse than where we were before regarding that, so. Yeah, I think the way Minecraft is, there's probably ore under just about everything. Is that a desert canyon? Or like the mesa biome, or however that works? Whoa. That's a lot of landmass up there. I'm gonna go snooping. There's a horse! Oh! I live in a place where we could use a horse! I don't, get to ride like 20 feet and then immediately fall into powder snow and have the horse die. That is good to think about. Let's not get murdered by monsters. The Hierophant player is not much of a combatant in the early to mid game as far as I'm concerned. I guess my gear is okay. 8 armor. That's like... Is that on par with diamond? I don't remember. Oh, it is. Okay, so it's kind of like we have diamond armor. No, so I guess we're not defenseless. Eroded Badlands. Look at all the terracotta. Whoa! Terrain's a little wild. Oh yeah, see, I figured it was just acting weird when you were at the other computer. Bituminous red sand. Bituminous? I don't know how to pronounce that. What is the stuff that's in it? There's like some kind of... Is it like oil? Tar and bitumen. Which... What do we do with that? Oh! Hmm. It's a fuel, or we can use it to make coke to work back towards steel again. So I guess it's similar to coal. I don't know if we can gather it the way it is. And EMI is not helping, so let's just test. Oh, we can. Okay, so that's more stuff we can feed into the pyrolyzer later. Make some more steel. Then we can use the tar to make fuel, I guess. We got options. Okay, so we got lots of cool stuff we can explore. Everything's bright and vibrant and colorful now. I feel like I wasn't feeling the effects of the shader until we got out of the snow. It's so pretty out here now. There we go. Huh. What's going on up there? Just regular sand with sandstone under it. Earth and clay. And I got lots of interesting, like, places to go and look at and everything. It's a desert? Oh, this is amazing. That's a little treacherous. Oh yeah, we got all kinds of cool places we can explore out here. We could check out the canyons. We've got a desert to look into. Which means we got access to, well, lots more of our coal substitute. Might be able to find a desert temple. Who knows? All kinds of cool stuff. There's also some, like, custom structures and stuff that might be out here, too. So we've got options. Up, 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 up. Get too careless climbing back down. Alright, still gotta work our way back home. Oh, flowering cactus. I don't know if we had access to cactus earlier. Well, we have a whole desert now, so should be hard to gather some if we need it for something. There's more snow over there. What is that? What is that? Oh, is it? Is that what? Oh gosh, that place is dangerous. Look at the beehive. Yeah, no, that's that hot spring place, isn't it? Oops. It generated where it's sort of floating, but sort of not. Who would build an onsen in the desert? Hmm. Ow. Like, almost kind of sneak into elemental craft a little bit. Almost. I can't tell if we actually can get up into the structure with the way that it's generated or not. I think we're like under the ground level. But I also don't want to do this right now, because that's going to turn into a whole, like, event. Wait, what did it say? Oh no, that says we. Okay, we rune. I think a bunch of the elemental craft runes are just random pop culture nonsense for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure I remember a bunch of, like, completely unrelated, like, famous characters from stuff, having runes named after them for whatever reason. What is this biome? Oh, it's just a forest. It just happens to be snowy over here. while I'm thinking about it, where are my shears? Because if we gather some wool, we might be able to add it to the windmill. Okay. Slightly turned around because we're going the wrong way. Oh! Maybe don't look at chat while walking. But yes, I absolutely need to build the barn so I can run around stealing all these animals. Whoa! What is that? Okay, well, I mean, it's clearly a slime, but like... Terra Cube? We got friends now. Okay, it's doing slime things. Oh, it's dropping clay? Stop being so hard to hit. They did not drop much, did they? Huh. But I guess they dropped clay. Also, I'm not exactly sure what caused them to show up. Maybe they just spawn wherever they feel like? Hmm. Where's my shield? There we go. Oh! Mew, I tested that on the Lumineth server. Yes. Yes, they do. If you kill them with fire damage, they drop bricks. It's hilarious. I love how the archwood trees look. And I'm like glowing in the dark. That's a chaos spirit. That's not a good thing. Pardon? Oh, that's just him. He's just being overdramatic. It'd be really funny if you could possess the cow. Really? I hate vanilla combat. Alright, let's get back home. Alright. Just automate that into a whole stack of mud without me having to do anything. We could put some of the stuff on. It's a start. Ah, it's now the wet season. Or winter in the cooler areas. That explains the snow just spontaneously manifesting like that. Okay, so there's lots more to do, but we made it to the new base, so this is home now. I'm pretty happy about this. We'll expand our little shed thing later. We'll start planning out some more buildings to put more of our stuff into. Because we definitely are going to need more real estate. Gonna start rounding up all these animals soon. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot now. We got more logistic stuff to do, but we should be finishing up with that pretty soon. Or at least getting to the point that we're, like, able to go and do other stuff again. So, we finished the move out, and we're on our way to getting things moved in. We just need more places to put stuff. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for today. It's been a while. I don't think I have as much stamina for streaming as I did because I haven't done it in a long time. But we'll definitely be back doing this again soon. I definitely want to keep working at this. Still lots of stuff to do. I still want to see what happens further down the Hierophant pathway, because that's the one I have the least experience with. When do I get the really crazy future tech stuff? So far, we only just have, like, machines that are, I think, still before, like, the modern era. We can, like, automate, like, pressing things and cutting some stuff, but we don't have any crazy, like, futuristic technology yet. Yeah, where's, like, the lasers and the, like, plasma stuff and all that kind of craziness? I know it's here somewhere. Digital miner. It kind of does look like an NES cartridge almost. Industrial foregoing machine upgrades. Metallurgic infuser. Mecha suit helmet. That's a long way from where we are. I want a mecha suit. Oh, Justice, I think that's RF tool stuff. So the ultimate goal in going down the High Priestess path, I guess, is to unlock Justice, which gets us access to some real crazy stuff. Like, we're at this end, and we're at, like, machine automation of, like, the same basic stuff you do in vanilla Minecraft, and you get to the end of this, and you're, like, creating your own dimensions and things like that. I don't know what happens between here and there, but it's a pretty wild trip, apparently. I think this is the next machine we're supposed to be working on. I don't know why it was such a big deal that we need latex, but... Oh, because it makes plastic. Okay. And then that just turns into all the other stuff. Yeah, okay. So we got lots more machine stuff to make, but that'll be for next time at the very least. Maybe even later. But for now, we're gonna call it. This was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll do this again soon. So, oh gosh, I gotta get that. Turn that off. So silly. That's better, at least. All right, everyone. thanks for stopping by. Regulars, new people, lurkers, mods, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'll see you on Monday, and we'll get back into more silly nonsense and all the other stuff that we're usually doing. All right, thanks everyone. See you next time. Let's do this again.